Hey guys, welcome to another infocast. Today's about Destiny 2 and Bungie. But before we dive into that, I'm here to quickly show you the Discord for Revolution Mod. That was a part of Revolution third person SOCOM and Insurgency. I had forgotten to put that up there. I did mention that in the video description for that video, but I know it didn't get a lot of views, but here it is again, guys. The Discord, where you see Lupin here. Join him. You'll get people that play. We got at least a 4v4 last time, and it was fun. It was a fun little alternative third-person SOCOM. Besides that, there's the Discord for my game. If you guys are want to join, I'll have that in the link in the description as well. And besides that, I just picked up Labyrinth, which there should already be gameplay on the channel before I get into that. And I just completed chapters 1 and 2. Fun little game here for story mode, and apparently it's got some randomly generated procedural environments, passwords, puzzles, all that. The reason I mentioned passwords is because obviously it's not going to be the same password you can just look up. So it's got like the story mode, and then it's got separate case files, and they can be played on different difficulties. It reminded me of Phasmophobia, but it's completely different. The 2 chapters I played were mazes. I hope it's not all mazes. There's 6 chapters. But I found it really fun, so highly recommend that. Alright, besides that, what else did I want to cover? Here I usually keep the SOCOM successor discords. From within. Oh, well, I think these are still private. So I just want to mention From Within is also going to be a SOCOM successor. It's back, and yeah, they're working on it. So there was Peak, there's H-Hour, and if you're interested in H-Hour, it looks like Self-Inflicted can get you in, even though it's not on there anymore. I don't know if he only has 1 key. I don't know if he bought a few before it was delisted, but definitely worth a try. This is still active almost every night between 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, and mostly on Saturdays or the weekends you'll find majority of the players play then. I think that covers it. All of it. We had Phase Line also in testing. If you saw the latest video, there's some exciting details on that which I'm not going to share because I want the developer to share them and announce the next test. If he's gonna release what he said he's gonna release, it's gonna be really fun. I can mention that possibly there will be bots for people to play around and mess around with, but that's all I'll say. And again, you got the District Gamers Discord. I want to thank everyone we got about 120 members plus. I want to thank everyone for joining, and I welcome everyone else to join. We got it nice and organized here. We got our gaming spotlight chats up here, which I encourage anyone with indie game to reach out to us if they'd like theirs featured up here. We featured Cyberverse Showdown, and again, I highly recommend this. Like this needs more recognition, definitely. We got our media spotlights, our sports, movies, TV shows, all that good stuff. You can even promote your videos, promote other website videos, as we do here. Gaming news is one of our top things we post. I've been posting the free games for Epic Games, so definitely come stick around. You can't see the private channels; those are only for the mods, except for this video. On this video, I mean. Anyways, let me go to the topic at hand, and that is gonna be a game that has been disappointing lately. It's Destiny 2, and they released Lightfall as the previous expansion with the seasons. And the reason I want to show this, looks like they get their own page each new game they release. So with Witch Queen, they released seasons and had $100 package. And they did the same thing with Lightfall. So right now it's $20, but I don't think anyone's gonna pay for seasons that are already missed. That's probably why. I don't even know if they still bundle the seasons. I hope not. But yeah, look at that. Mostly negative because Lightfall just failed in almost every aspect. Holy shit! I was surprised they're letting that one stick around. But yeah, latest news, they fired like, what was it, 100 staff members, community members. So I think that's why people are running Rampage. But then again, those same community managers used to ban us just for speaking out. Anything we used to say, they used to just they suspended me for a week just for saying, hey, don't talk about politics. How about you talk about the game instead of telling us who should get rights on abortion? Like, we don't want to hear that when we're trying to play Destiny 2. At least that was the news, not on Steam, on the Destiny 2 app, where you can post fire teams and all that. But anyways, their latest expansion, why is it not here? It's called the Final Shape, which I like to call it the final scam or the final money grab. It's called the Final Shape. So this was supposed to be a part of Lightfall, apparently, which we heard news of earlier, but obviously they're probably going to work more content into it. They're changing it up with the season pass. They're adding annual pass, which is going to be 3 episodic story modes, which is probably better because these little season bits that are time gated each week are just chores, are just going back through older missions, which you see on the channel already released this week, last Tuesday, even though I'm recording this on a Tuesday. By the time it's uploaded, you're going to see that they time gated it, so there's one more week left for the final season story, which is going to lead into the story for the Final Shape. And the reason I call this a money grab is because holy shit, like previous seasons they'll tie dungeons to it, and they'll tie, I think, even raids. I'm not sure if the legacy raids were free. I'm not sure if Destiny 2 Lightfall, if you bought just the original, if you could do the original raid for that expansion. But what is known is they tie dungeons into their season. So if you don't own the season pass, you can't run the dungeon. So you're kind of then, if you're someone who just buys the expansion, beats the expansion, and then they release the new dungeon, you can't progress further than what you got. You can't do that dungeon. It's just a skip. So there might be new loot there that's stronger, like usually their linear fusion rifles that they add, which are ridiculous. Why are those the new top weapons for raids? They need to go back and make all weapons good for each raid, or if they want to do particular weapons, okay, but not linear fusion rifles are the best for everything to just basically burn down bosses. But here we go. Anyways, $49.99 for the regular expansion, but hold and behold, the annual pass, $99.99, $100, which means after you beat the Final Shape, after the first episodic content comes out, you're probably gonna be stuck and cannot and have no reason to progress. So basically, each new expansion is always like $100. So is that all they're gonna do? And that's a huge reason why people are just moving away from the Final Shape. I can tell you right now, I have no plans to get the Final Shape. I might get it down the road, or I might change my mind. It's possible, but I have no plans at all. It's just like, it's been chores each time I load this up, and I've been doing it just for the YouTube content. And even someone told me in the comments, yo, I'm glad you do this because I'm here to watch it, because I don't actually want to pay for and play this game. Excuse me. And don't get me wrong, Destiny 2 still has some of the best gameplay in a first-person shooter I've ever played. It just feels really good. It's just terrible with content. Like, this better be the final money grab, and they better move on to Destiny 3. And Destiny 3 better not be half-assed revisiting planets and missions and shit. We want to see what's that game called? Not well, Starfield didn't do it. They had load screens. We want to see No Man's Sky level, like have a reason for those ships, have a reason for letting us fly in and out of planets. But yeah, I mean, I shouldn't be advertising this. This is just milk right here, ready to milk it. And as you see, they brought back a character, a major character they killed off, just to get people to buy it. And, you know, it might be good story-wise that they're focusing on story more, but then again, a lot of people are mentioning woke and whatnot. So I don't know. Oh, and Ready or Not sold out of stock. I don't know, I've been seeing friends playing this. But anyways, if you do happen to buy Destiny 2, the final shape, here you can get it for $83.99, which is still a ridiculous price. That's with the annual pass. Standard $41.99, and it's not even out yet. Green Man Gaming has the deals, and then if you got some bonus XP or bonus coupons, I remember they made it even cheaper, but I wasn't gonna fold this time. And again, I still don't have plans to get it. Is it possible I get it? It is, but right now I think I'm gonna end up uninstalling Destiny 2. The thing is, I did really want to do Crota's End. That came out, I never got a chance to do it, and I still didn't beat the Lightfall raid, which I plan to do. Just making sure I wasn't talking to myself the whole time. Sometimes I forget it unmuted, especially with the mic at this angle. Anyway, there you go. There's the final shape. I'm just disappointed because go to Counter-Strike 2, 428 hours, and then you got Destiny 2 with 555.8 hours. It's the most hours I got on Steam. I got all the achievements. It's just, I don't know how they're going to deliver Destiny 3. It's going to be half-assed if they do deliver it after the final shape. So it's possible we might get more money grabs. Who knows? And here's another good important thing to mention is vaulted content. Like, there is content I paid for in these expansions, in these seasons, that are vaulted. So when I started, I've been playing from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, and then I took a little break when Destiny 2 was out. It had some good raids. I did the first raid, and then a few new ones came out. And then I stopped by like the third seasonal expansion raid. And then Forsaken came out, and it was highly received. Forsaken was great. And then they released 3 seasons, which I paid for, and then only to find out that they were just simple little content back then. No new story, no new nothing. It was basically items and holiday events that I was paying for, and it was complete garbage. It made me quit the game, and I didn't come back until Witch Queen. And when I came back on Witch Queen, I played Forsaken and all the others behind it to catch up. I think there was some Wolf expansion too, or maybe I'm thinking of Destiny 1. But anyways, we can look that up. Yeah, Shadowkeep. Okay, so Shadowkeep I didn't play. So I got Destiny 2 with Warmind, Curse of Osiris. Those were the 2 seasons. I didn't play Shadowkeep and Beyond Light or something. So when I came back, I came back on Witch Queen, and I caught up. I beat Shadowkeep and Beyond Light. I don't know why it's not showing. And there's House of Wolves. Oh, that's a part of Destiny 1. Never mind. So when I came back on Witch Queen, I saw they vaulted a lot of content. And they vaulted 2 raids I never got to even play that I ended up paying for in the past. So it was like, Bungie, are you on crack? Like, imagine World of Warcraft did that. And I know I've talked about this in the past, maybe on a podcast or whatever. And I know Bungie's slowly bringing back legacy raids, but they've only brought back legacy raids from Destiny 1 and levels from Destiny 1 that are in seasons for Lightfall, where you're playing them, but you're doing a different objective, but it's the same exact level. It's like complete garbage, complete recycled content, and that's the reason a lot of people have quit. Now I'm sure they're gonna try to redeem their fans with the final shape, but I think it's too late until they bring back all vaulted content, bring back all raids, have one big map, have you choose what to install. I mean, I think Call of Duty does that. Lets you pick, campaign, multiplayer, zombies. Have you pick which expansion you want to install. Don't force you to install all of them, and just have the new planet, the new expansion to play. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, Bungie. And I want to mention, it's definitely, at least from my point of view, it doesn't seem like it's the same Bungie team. It might be the same lead, whatever, something Luke Smith or whatever, but the rest of the team seems different. It seems like they're more worried about politics and less of actually making a great game again. So, yeah, Destiny needs to, or Bungie needs to clean their act up. Anyways, here's the winter sale. A lot of good games, a lot of new stuff came out. Let's see, anything to talk about on the channel. Here's some stuff coming later. But yeah, not much here. The flagship, we launched a new podcast, and my hopes is to do a second episode, but so far nothing. Well, we had a conversation with the From Within guy, Texas. I want to say guys, and he had a conversation with his guys, his team. So hopefully we'll get that done and talked about. They want to talk about Peak 53 and their experiences with that. As you know, I'm a fan of that game and I have hours in that game, but there's some people that ran into some trouble while playing that game. And on DG, on the flagship podcast, we want to give everyone a voice and let people talk about their experiences in video games. And I did want to talk about Phase Line as well, so look forward to that on a flagship episode. And what else? We were talking, me and the community manager, number one Stunna, that we wanted to talk about Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So I actually installed that on my Uplay. And I was a huge fan of Wildlands, beat all of it. And the DLC, but that was back on Xbox. So I'm planning to get into Breakpoint soon. As you see, I got a bunch of random games I've been playing over the holiday, just jumping in random games. I'd like to finish Resident Evil 4. It was much better than I expected. I didn't think they were going to go all out like that, and I'm playing it on hardcore, so it kind of feels like I'm playing a Souls game. I just hope I don't run out of ammo and can't do anything else. Remnant 2, I just played some co-op on that, and really fun game, so I'm going to try to finish that off. Lords of the Fallen, I'm co-oping it just to burn past some of these bosses. It's really annoying, a really annoying Souls type of game, and compared to Lies of P is miles ahead, and the only difference is Lies of P doesn't have co-op. And I guess because they tested the game properly and you can go through it. And I know Lords of the Fallen, it just takes a lot of hours grinding and finding the right weapons and upgrading them, and it came at a bad time. But then again, it feels kind of clunky. Doesn't feel as good as Lies of P in my opinion. Nowhere near Elden Ring. The whole dead world and live world is just annoying, but it does give you a chance, especially against bosses. Lethal Company, I can only recommend this and praise it with only 2.2 hours. As you see, I just wrote a review on it. Amazing game. What else? There's this game by Self-Inflicted, Transops, which So he manages the servers on here, and I don't even know if this is still being tested. So my plan is to play it a little more and maybe try and get on a community night. I hope they're still hosting it. It looks nice. It looks good. It reminds me of From Within's old gameplay that was on the channel. It was more like Ghost Recon. But I don't know what it's going to become. I don't know if they're still playing it or if it's going to move any further. I'll have to check up on that. And it also has a Discord, which I can leave a link as well in the description. Anything else? I still got a few old games I want to do I want to get back to doing retro gaming stuff while talking about it, but those take a lot more time because I got to research the games. I already did one on Rift. I got to do some more research, especially on games that are MMO that I barely even played. And I already did one on Age of Conan. Oh, I did pick up Baldur's Gate 3. Last comment about this one, I guess. Oh, and BattleBit. BattleBit is fun. It's funner than what Battlefield 2043 is. But anyways, Baldur's Gate 3, turn-based RPG. It's fun. I mean, I've played turn-based RPGs, Metal Gear Acid, Acid 2. Apparently, people are praising it a lot for the story mode. So, I'll play it and we'll see, or I'll see if it is really as good as everyone says. It is really slow and reminded me like Gears of War Tactics I got bored of really quickly because it was very slow paced, but this is an open world game and it has it seems like it has a much better story mode than Gears Tactics. But so far I'm not that interested, and I mean, come on, the game that everyone really needs to play, especially now with the co-op mod, is Hogwarts Legacy. Like, this came out early in the year and it's just overlooked. This has like the great game, and that's what games I like, that have good feeling. Like, have you striking an enemy and have good like gameplay. And that's what I mean. Like, turn-based isn't for everyone. It's definitely not near the top of my list, even though I'm actually working on a turn-based game. It's just it feels like something to do in the long run, and it does feel like a chore sometimes where I'm just grinding through some levels. But yeah, I barely played it, and I'm playing unbalanced. I'm not playing on just story mode, which I should probably do since I don't enjoy turn-based that much. But I do have it on the deck as well, so I can play it on the go. I don't plan to record this whole game. It's too long to do that. Let's quickly look. Oh, 58 hours. I mean, what was Zelda? $59 hours. Okay, so it's around Zelda's length, and I didn't think Zelda was too long, but Zelda was gameplay that I enjoyed, so that might be the difference. And I know a lot of people are fans of Baldur's Gate 3, but if you're talking about RPG, you got Hogwarts, you got Legend of Zelda, you got good gameplay feeling, in my opinion, compared to waiting and watching most of the time and rolling a random dice. I don't know, like, I enjoy my hack and slash more, I guess. But those that do enjoy it, best to them. I mean, again, apparently it has a good story, so I'll check it out some more. I'll play through. I'll try to grind it out. I still gotta play Dragon Age 3 or Inquisition. I still haven't played that, and that just felt better when I reloaded that. So, just my opinion. I like Dragon Age more. But yeah, I think I covered everything. Until next time, guys. Have a good one. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Until next time.